Let's talk about the people that you chose to play on the record. The album really successfully marries this electronic, I wouldn't call it electronica, but definitely utilizing electronic elements with traditional instruments.
Yeah.
Utilizing, well, we mentioned nylon string guitar, kit drums, there's horns. What was the approach to choosing who to play what? Because you had a lot of different players on this record.
You know, I mean, I admire a lot of people. There's no shortage of amazing musicians in this city. The people that I got to play or that got to have on the recording, I mean, those are the people that I've always liked listening to. You know, I was deliberate, like have Topher Spilsbury on drums and Ed LaBarbera on acoustic bass on the first session, because one, I knew that they were familiar with the material, and two, they come from the jazz background.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
I mean,
okay.
I really wanted to get, especially Ed on the acoustic bass. There's something about the acoustic bass and how it fills up fills the air that I kind of really wanted to get. Yep.
But even the synthesizers on the record are also analog. A lot of them were.
That was deliberate, because the initial idea was to record everything on tape, and you know, for the most part, we did, and I wanted to make a analog sounding recording.
Yeah.
I also love the sound of analog subtractive synthesis. I'm actually starting to learn that. Like, I'm not really into the FM as much, or what's the other one? Well, wavetable I haven't really explored that much, but there's something, that warmness of the Moog. It's got characters, man. It's got characters that like people still try and like digitally recreate.
That's right.
You know? So yeah, it's a synthesizer, but the Moog is an instrument.
It has its own characteristic and voice.
It's like you know, going for the Barry saxophone as opposed to tenor or whatever.
Right,
you know, it's just like that. Stevie Wonder's golden era albums were like big inspiration for me. Like, and he was deliberately using synthesizers in place of strings. I think that's what I heard. Like, you know, if Phil Spector or like anyone that produced Motown back in those days would, you know, bring in the string players to kind of fill up the sound, he actually did the overdub on the synths himself. And I was like, yeah, I'm down with that.